Alright, we're about to dive into something mind-bending, powerful, and undeniably transformative. You've come here to crack open your mind and to unleash the full force of your potential. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Now listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you is a game changer. And if you're ready to absorb it all, you'll see your life unfold differently, with ease, grace, and unstoppable energy. People don't reject you. They reject their own discomfort around your potential. That's it. That's the key to breaking free of self-doubt, fear, and all that bullshit you've been carrying around. You know, when you step into your power, when you shine with your brilliance, it can make people uncomfortable. They don't know what to do with it, and they sure as hell don't know what to do with you. So instead of facing their own discomfort, they project it back onto you. They'll reject your potential, your energy, your truth, because it makes them question their own. But here's the kicker. They're not rejecting you. They're rejecting their own fear, their own self-doubt, their own insecurities. Let that sink in for a second. It's not you they fear. It's the rejection of what they could be, what they could do if they had the courage to step up and own it. When you walk into a room and own your space, people who aren't ready to step into their own authenticity will shrink back. That's not your fault. It's not your responsibility to shrink yourself to make others feel comfortable. Your job is to shine. Your job is to be you. And when you do that, you attract those who are ready to grow with you. Now you can take this to the bank. When you're fully stepping into who you are, you can't fail. Failure doesn't exist, only feedback. You've heard that before, right? But what does it mean? It means every so-called failure is just an opportunity for growth. There's no such thing as failing if you're learning. Let me ask you something. What's worse than failing? The answer, not trying, not showing up, not risking it. And guess what? All those rejections that you've been getting, those little slaps in the face, they're nothing more than feedback. Feedback that says, hey, you're doing something right, and it's making others uncomfortable. The more you grow, the more you challenge others to grow. So here's what I want you to do. Feel it. Feel the discomfort that comes with embracing your potential. But rather than shying away from it, lean into it. Let it fuel you. Every single time you feel resistance, every time you feel a little bit of fear, know this. You're on the verge of something big. You're pushing boundaries. That's exactly what you need to do. The belief shift. Let's talk about beliefs for a minute. Everything you experience is shaped by them. Everything. Your beliefs about who you are, what you're capable of, and what the world is like. They're filtering your experience of reality. It's as if you're wearing glasses with a specific lens. And everything you see through those glasses is tinted by what you believe. But here's the truth. You have the power to change those beliefs at any time. If your beliefs are limiting you, guess what? That's not the truth. That's just a story that you've been telling yourself. And here's the best part. You can rewrite that story anytime, in any way you choose. So I'm going to ask you, what do you believe about yourself? Are you someone who sees possibility, or do you see limitation? Do you believe that you're enough as you are? Or are you waiting for something to change before you can step fully into your greatness? Let me reframe that for you. Imagine every limiting belief you have is just a veil, a flimsy little sheet that keeps you from seeing the full scope of your power. Every time you break through, you see more of your potential. The key isn't about trying harder. It's about shedding the layers of belief that say you can't, you shouldn't, or you're not good enough. Let's talk science for a second. Do you know what happens when you change your beliefs? You rewire your brain. You know about neuroplasticity, right? The fact that your brain can change. It can build new pathways, new connections, and reprogram your reality. Your beliefs directly affect how your brain processes information. So if you believe you're worthy of success, you're going to start seeing opportunities everywhere. The world will mirror back your belief. Your brain is programmed to seek out evidence that supports your belief system. So when you shift those beliefs, it's like switching channels on a TV. Suddenly your whole experience of life changes. What once seemed impossible becomes just another stepping stone. The truth about fear and rejection. Let's get real for a second. Fear is one of the biggest blockers. But fear is a liar. Fear loves to pretend it's protecting you, but really it's just holding you back. You're afraid of rejection, right? You're afraid if you go for it, you might not be accepted. But here's the thing you're forgetting. Rejection doesn't mean anything. Rejection only matters when you make it about you. But guess what? It's not about you. It's about them. It's about how they feel when they see you stepping up, shining and becoming more than they could ever imagine for themselves. When they react with rejection, what they're really doing is rejecting their own potential, not yours. I'll give you an example. Imagine a little bird sitting on the edge of the nest for the first time. It's scared as hell to fly. It looks down. It sees how high up it is, but it knows it has wings. It's meant to fly. The fear of falling is strong, but it knows it can't stay in the nest forever. It leaps, and in that moment, the bird discovers it can soar. And guess what? No one ever sees the bird as weak or being scared. They only see it as strong when it takes flight. You're no different. You've been living in the nest too long, playing small, because you've been afraid of falling. But what if I told you that the only thing that was keeping you grounded is that fear? Now it's time to fly. And if you fall, it's feedback. It's not failure. You can always get back up and try again. But the key is, never let fear keep you stuck. Not anymore. You might have heard this before. The only way out is true. It's true. Fear isn't something to avoid, it's something to embrace. Because when you feel it, it means you're on the verge of something big. You're breaking through. So when you feel those nerves, when your heart races and your stomach churns, smile. That's the feeling of you stepping into your power. You're expanding. And here's the thing. Once you break through that wall, once you fly, you'll look back and laugh at how small that fear seemed. You'll realise that fear was just a signal, a sign that you're on the verge of something incredible. And when you keep doing that, when you keep breaking through, you'll begin to notice your entire reality starts to shift. It's like breaking out of a cocoon and becoming a butterfly. The discomfort of breaking free is temporary, but the freedom, that's forever. So remember, when people reject you, they're rejecting themselves. When you rise, you give them permission to rise with you. And when you fully step into your potential, there's no limit to how high you can fly. It's time to own your power. Let go of the fear, embrace the discomfort, step into your potential. Because you are more than enough.